Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Time to save. What targets? Finally! Press Z to shout. The longer you hold it, the more words that will be spoken.
Use both words if you can. Use both words if you can.
Which means holding down the key longer, Sneakers, thanks? Use it on what? Ah, much more interesting.
Well done. Again.
Again? Again?
You learn quickly. Once more. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard.
Trial?
Follow Master Bori.
Master Bori? This guy, yes. Okay, let's save again. Master Bori, you walk very slowly. Sneakers impatient. Sneakers from warm land, not cold land like this. Do things more quickly. Yes, he has fire in his heart. You frozen stiff. You seem frozen stiff, buddy. Very well. Now what?
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout.
Interesting.
Master Bori will teach you wood, which means whirlwind. Wood.
Aha.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wood.
Master Bori?
Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout.
Okay.
Master Hrothgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. Rex. Wood.
Woo!
Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Very well. Then no run. Whirlwind sprint. This must be selected and also favorited. That was fun! Sneakers likes! Woohoo! Woohoo! That was real fun!
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself.
Well, Sneakers knows not how he does it, it just happens. And he likes moving fast, so maybe that comes natural to him.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice. You will return.
What does that mean? If I remain true, I will return? Scary. Okay, so... Who was Jürgen Windcaller anyway? Was he the one who was the founder, was he?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Right. Sneakers likes this Jürgen already, actually. So... But what is this way of the voice exactly?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
So when Sneakers' action is in accordance with his inner self, so if Sneakers likes to steal things, then his actions are to steal things, then he's following the way of the voice? Is this what you are saying? If in that case, then this is, you know, a silly rule which is actually good. Strange. Anyway, Snickers is not sure Snickers understands this philosophy. He would not say he does not follow it. And he certainly will not promise to follow it, because he still does not... He's not sure he understands it. The Sneakers does not like these two options.
Sky above, voice within.
Sneakers, well, interesting. The conversation ends when he waits for too long. Let me just quickly check the audio settings, because our voice is at maximum actually. Controls. System. Settings. Gameplay. Display maybe? Here, dialogue subtitles. That might help a bit at least. Anyway, Sneakers would like to ask more questions of this unguide.
Sky above, voice within.
So there are only 4 of you, Greybeards?
5. Our leader, Partanax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world.
Aha.
When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
Interesting. So... what is the way of the
voice
voice?
was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods.
Right.
True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions.
So stealing is
contemplation
perhaps
of the sky,
not...
Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
So stealing is not perhaps bringing glory to the gods then? What are the shouts in the dragon language anyway?
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
So anyway, what are the dragons returning? Does it have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a dragonborn at this time is not an accident. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Very well.
Good.
Sneakers will
Then you
continue.
will be ready for whatever lies ahead.
Good. Tell me more about yourselves.
We study the way of the voice. Very few are permitted to study with us here. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Why don't the others talk?
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you.
Whoops! Thank you! Sneakers is going away now! Looking at his quests, demonstrating my ability to... Greybeard Arngeir has sent me on a final trial, retrieving the horn of Jörgen Windcaller from his tomb in Ustengrav, a burial mound in the marshes of Hjalmarch. So, what is that? Way down there, and where are we? Wow. Far northwest of Skyrim. So this is a trial set for sneakers. And I suppose in the next episode he will be trying to follow up on this sort of thing. But before he does that, he thinks his next thing will be to go actually to the Elder Gleam Sanctuary and try to... yes. To help the Priestess of Kinnereth with her things. Snickers actually likes to... thinks it is useful to be seen as helping out the priests and honoring the gods. You know, it kind of likes to do good, and also it is very useful when people think you think of you in you know, as someone who honors the gods and so on, because then they will... well, it is a nice cover story for someone who likes to steal things. But anyway, that is for a later episode. So for now, live and not live.